Pardon me, I like sprained my ankle somehow. I don't know. Barely walk. It's pissing me off. So instead of doing squats, I'm just gonna do 1,000 push-ups. Take it easy on my ankle. Hey, Sandra Ford, good morning. Yeah, Dustin, what's up? Gonzalez, what's up, John Conway, Kevin Bass? Yeah, might as well work out, right? Yubico, what's up, guys? All right, well, that being said, we got 1,000 push-ups to do. So that's the plan. Yeah, we're taking it easy on my ankle, right? Just because my ankle's sprained doesn't mean we can't do push-ups. So we'll take it easy on my ankle. All right, that's the plan. Gotta recover, right? All right, first card is a 20 because we're doing 1,000. Queen. Seven on deck, but you know what we're doing, right? 20. 20 for every card. Hey Nathan, good morning. What's up, guys? 10 on deck. Regardless, we're on our way to 1,000. All the way absurd. Good morning as well. Yeah, thanks, man. I'm doing well enough. Sprained my ankle somehow. So we're working around that. 8 on deck. We're doing 20. There we go. Can I do one-handed? Yeah, I can do anything. Yeah, that's right. see, next, we'll do that card. That was a 5. I'm still gonna do 20. Hey, full thrower, what's up? Good morning. Hope you guys are doing your push-ups. Not much at work. You can bust them out at work too. Just because you're at work, guys. I know it's not an excuse. You can knock out 1 or 2 here and there, right? Do some push-ups off the countertop or just a couple body squats. Nine on deck. We're doing 20. Yeah. Yeah. Where do you work, full thrower? What do you do? What's your profession? The water company. All right. Stay hydrated, guys. That's right. Nine on deck. Next one. Do 20, of course. Water breaks and replacing hydrants. Hydrants. The dude in the hole. All right. Yeah. Nice. Hey, welcome guys, welcome to the show. 1,080, yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Joker, we're doing 20 for every card. We'll get there. A lot of new guys, welcome to the show. Hey, Tank Will. Welcome to the chat. Gravity Core Fitness, what's up? Hey guys. Says join along chat, kickstart your day, kickstart that metabolism into overdrive. Yeah, that's right. Great everyday workouts for free. Please like and subscribe. Thanks, Gravity Core Fitness. Appreciate you taking the time to support the content. You know, the sucker-free community we got here. Appreciate you. If you guys got a chance, check out Gravity Core. Also, yeah, 6 on deck. We're gonna do 12. Yep, check out Full Thrower. Hey, Full Thrower, there, he just did 10. Good, just like that, right? You did 10 more than you were gonna do. And you could do the whole day like that. You know what I mean? Knock knock out a couple here, a couple there, and before you know it, you done did a whole deck. Now, honestly, what I think is a great idea is if you just keep a deck of cards in your pocket, right? And then, right? So, at your leisure throughout the day, just pull a card out. Be like, oh, I got to do 9. Okay, boom, do 9. And then put it in your other pocket, right? I think that's a cool idea. That way you get through that throughout the whole day. You don't even realize it. You don't even break a sweat. And you've done like 400 reps. $20 million push-ups. Yeah. We do them all. Welcome aboard, guys. I can do push-ups every day. I love doing push-ups. 4 on deck, I'm doing 20. You know what I'm doing. Yes, gorilla. Hey, man, check yourself before you wreck yourself, fool, right? That's what we all got to do, right? We're all headed down that path to wrecking ourselves. There's got to be a point where we say enough is enough and take charge of our life. You know what I mean? Get back on track. It ain't too late. You just got to start. You know, the first bulk of weight loss comes off pretty easy. My brother, Justin Pollock, lost like 75 pounds in like 2 or 3 months. You know what I mean? And now he's down to 150 pounds. From 250, he's down 100 pounds from that. Now he's able to do 1-arm pull-ups. My brother, Justin Pollock. Yep. Just your eating habits and your how you go about your day, right? We just got to start making little changes. Boom, ace, 20 on deck. Yeah, I mean, as soon as I stopped drinking alcohol, and putting that in my body, I lost 55 pounds like that. 55 pounds. That's one of these dumbbells. That's this much weight just from changing my eating habits and not consuming alcohol. So that's a lot of weight right there when you actually see it. You know? Just get away from the booze. I don't drink alcohol and I don't smoke. Let's see. It's just my eating currently that I'm still tweaking and not doing the right calorie or lifting thing like I should a lot. You know, I'm holding myself accountable within a eating timeline, right? So my first meal of the day will be at noon. And if I can push it past noon, I will. To stimulate more growth hormone, right? And then I will have a cutoff. By 8 p.m., I'm not allowed to eat anymore. So that's how I do it. And then I don't eat at all on the weekends. I do a fast. Hey, what's up, man? Thanks for the channel support. D says, you've got to pump it. Don't you know? Pump it. Absolutely. Yes, I'm always chasing the pump. Yeah, there you go. Me too. Let's see, afternoon, 3:34 afternoon. That's when I see. When's your cutoff point though? When's the last time you eat? Right? You can't eat all the way up to bed. You can't. You have to have a cutoff point like 8 o'clock where you're not going to eat past, right? Because your body, it cannot be digesting food like that as you're sleeping. I know it's gonna, but you got to have a cutoff point. What time do you stop eating, right? That's what really matters. 20 on deck. Stop eating at 9:30, 10:30 p.m. at night. Right there, yeah. Well, wind it back a little bit. Cut it off at 8. Right? Cut it off at 8. Like if I don't have any if I just go about my day, I want to eat all the way up until I go to bed. I want to, right? But I could have a little bit of discipline and just stop at 8. You know what I mean? You know, and a little bit of discipline, it really shows, it goes a long way because it adds up over time. And that's what the whole thing is. We just finesse our discipline just a little bit here, adjust our diets, the things we eat and drink, we just adjust that little by little. And over time, the consistency adds up. Yes, it does, and it's easy. Yeah, it doesn't have to be complicated. Just one by one, it must be done, right? Now, just the cutting out, because when I used to drink alcohol, I used to drink that all the way up until I went to bed. So I was consuming calories all the way to the point of my resting period when I used to drink. So that was terrible for my figure, absolutely. Yeah, soda pop is terrible. I think it's like just as terrible as alcohol, soda pop. Well, we all know the right things to do, don't we? Right? We all know deep down which is the better choice, this or that. Yeah, we do. We know the better choice. We're just being lazy. That's all. We got to be accountable for our own actions. I've been there too. I do it. I do it myself. I need more discipline. I can fine tune my habits more. You know, just little by little, one by one. Heck yeah, Zen Master. Hey. Says sobriety is the way forward. I don't drink. Quit 5 years ago. Alcohol is the devil. Well, that's awesome, man. 5 years. Let's see, I'll be 2 years alcohol free come December. And I ain't looking back. I don't miss it at all. Don't miss it at all. Queen on deck is the next one. I will do 20. I'm just in the process of doing the best that I can. Just like the next man. That's all we're doing. Right? That alcohol was a burden on my health. 100%. It was never a benefit. Hey, Tyler, what's up, man? Staying honest, staying humble. You know it. Humility, right? Can't let that ego get in the way, right? Of knowing yourself. It likes to, though. There you go. Next, we got another card. It'll be 20. It's a king, by the way. Hey, thank you guys. Appreciate it. Yeah, you know what? Anybody can do it, honestly. Because I like to think that I've been at the worst of the worst with addictions and whatnot. And if I can bounce back, I think anybody can. You know what I mean? If I haven't been there myself and seen it with my own eyes, I wouldn't have thought it would be possible. But here we are. Six on next one. We're gonna do 20. Just gonna keep it going. Hey, Derek says, I relapsed yesterday on alcohol after 6 months. I had a ball. Wah, wah. Hey, well, you know what? When I was in the rehabs and whatnots, you know, a lot of people seem to put a lot of weight on their recovery date. And when they lost their date, it really sent them down a dark path. Like they felt terrible about it. Right? I always like to think that, man, you're just in the process, right? It's not as easy as flicking a light switch. You're just in the process. Yeah. And that's how I like to think about a lot of things. We're just in the process of doing this or that. I never count the days. The only reason why I know it's coming up on two years is because my last drink was in a family party, and it was a Christmas party, and I'm just like, you know what, I don't really want to drink this anyways, and so that's the only reason why I know my date, because it was that. Let's see, what is your favorite tattoo? Well, it's very fitting for our conversation. It's Serenity on my knuckles. Right, serenity, you know the one, right? Grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. You know that one, right? Bam, that's that. That's when I got my second chance of life from being a real addict. You know what I mean? Here we go, 20 on deck. Deadpool. Well, that was a cool movie, huh? I like the first one. I didn't see any of the other ones. You know what? I think I saw the second one. 7, that will be 20. They're all 20. Got that Joker grin. Yeah, the William Dafoe, right? Next, we got a 10. Still gonna do 20 because we're on our way to 1,000. I'd imagine we got about 20 minutes to go on that. What are the cards for? Just to keep track of our sets. Yeah, each card represents 20. And after we get through, we'll have our 1,080 reps. Yeah, so that's why we do 1,080, right? The 80 makes up for the slop, and we just call it an even 1,000, all right? 8 on deck. If you're just following along with the cards, I'm gonna do 20. Oh, you were talking to me, Lori? I'm sorry. I missed it. Anyways, I must have missed it. I missed the conversation. Next, it's 9. We're doing 20. Did I make this body at home? No, I didn't. I made the body in the prison system, right? You know, in a room no bigger than your bathroom. I did it in my prison cell. Let's see, Blaze says, do you get sore and all anymore? Sure, yeah. I got a sprained ankle right now. So that's why we're doing push-ups instead. We're just gonna do 1,000 push-ups instead. Yeah, I woke up, man, I couldn't even walk. I'm like limping. So I laced up my boots and we're doing push-ups. So here we go, let's do 20. Next, we got a 4, 20 on deck, of course. I should be an actor. I could definitely do a Joker, right? Oh, look at that. We're at the halfway point. This is 500 reps. We got 500 to go. I'm not going to flip that card yet because I think we got one more. Now that's the 500, right? This is why these cards are so motivational, right? You can see how far you've come and how far you got left to go. When you pair it with an indicator card, let you know at your halfway point with a timer. It's all motivational tools. You guys are always asking me how to stay motivated. Here's a bunch of tools. You know? Hey, Top Gun, how you doing? Yeah, next. This is a 7. We're doing 20, of course. Stretching before you rip those fibers. Stretching is good. I got nothing against stretching. I should honestly stretch more often. Yeah, when I got injured in the prison system and I couldn't walk for a year and a half, it was stretching that got me moving again. 7 on deck. We're doing 20. Joker, that will be 20, of course. It's funny how much I look like William Dafoe, right? Ain't that funny? My mom sent me some pictures when he was younger. Yeah, it's crazy, right? Right. See, D-Rock, Jesse, what up, dude? So 4 months ago, I tore an oblique deadlifting. Yikes. And stopped all weight training to recover. I still wanted to work out and found your vids. Heck yeah, man, welcome. Yeah. High reps, man. High reps with the half reps. See, your workouts were awesome for me. 4 months not touching a weight. First day back to bench. Heck yeah, good luck, man. Take it easy. All right, next. Yeah, we're all in the process, right? It's a great community, this what we have here. All these people on this higher vibration of physical fitness, right? We ain't about no BS, right? We're a sucker-free community. We're a sucker-free community. 3 on deck, we're doing 20. Hey, Blaze. Started off barely doing 100 push-ups. Thanks to your inspiration, thanks to your, let's see, I'm doing 500 plus without hitting failure. Heck yeah, Blaze. Keep it up, man. You're killing it. Consistency is key, guys. You heard it before. You know what it is. Green Goblin, right? Yeah, absolutely. Let's see, next. Jack, it'll be 20, of course. Oh, after 4 months of doing your workouts, I hit a PR, personal record. Well, congratulations. You know, it's interesting. You know, there was this one prison I eventually worked my way down to. It was called Fort Dix in New Jersey. It was on this Air Force base, this prison, and it was split up in two sides. Right, from one side of the compound to the next. I had this friend, right, and he signed up for some classes that took him to the other side of the compound. And the thing was, on this old military base, they still had an old military weight room, right? So on one side of the compound there was weights, and the other side there wasn't. And he got transferred over to the side that there was no weights whatsoever. And he was just doing Navy SEALs and burpees for months, like 6 months on end every day. And when he came back to the other side where the weight room was, dude, we put him on the bench and he was doing 405, right? After a 6-month break, just benching it. Really just blew our mind how strong he got from doing Navy SEALs and burpees day in and day out. It was crazy. Yeah, I know this stuff works. Yeah, it's still an active military base. Yeah, those guys are always catching the woods on fire with their drills and their, you know, because they do that $1 million minute where they waste $1 million of ammo in under a minute flat. They do that every year over on that base, and because they have to waste away the previous year's allotted ammo that they got, or they wouldn't get that back, right? They didn't want to have a surplus from the previous year, so they waste it. At the end, it'd be the $1 million minute. Yep. Yeah, but yeah, man, he got so strong from calisthenics, it blew my mind, right? I know this. I seen it. Here we go. Next, 6. We're doing 20. The gunpowder goes crappy over time. Yeah, but it doesn't go crappy in a year, right? There we go, 6. We'll do 20. Tell you what, it sounds pretty crazy when they do it. Yeah, it's exciting. There you go. Ace, that will be 20. Mike Mentzer had some very interesting topics of discussion, didn't he? Right. You know, when you talk about philosophies, it's not that one philosophy is better than the next. It's just they all work, right? They do. to a certain extent. Yep. I think the best thing to do is stay in a constant state of muscle confusion, where your bodies are trying to adapt over a new achievement over and over and over again. Eight on deck. We'll do 20. Hey, have a good one, Full Thrower. If you guys got some extra time, check out Full Thrower and his videos. Pretty cool, man. Doing knives and axe throwing. It's pretty cool. Next, 8 on deck. We'll do 20. Yeah. Wake up, makeup. Welcome to the chat. Tyler Hopkins, what's up? Says, I know in my soul and body calisthenics are the way. For example, when I was in construction, the big guys couldn't keep up and were blown away, and a 170-pounder can carry more than them. Well, you know what? It's a wild thing. Calisthenics is more like, I think, endurance training. You know what I mean? Because I feel I have endurance for days. Have a good one, guys. See, I would believe each body type is better, has its own each body type and figure excels in certain aspects, right? You can't imagine the benefits of being a smaller guy or a bigger guy are going to be the same. But it's amazing. I've seen some small guys bench some big weight. Yeah. Next. Five years in the USMC. I'm big and outwork everybody on the pipeline. Sweet, right? Yeah, I don't think it. No, I know there's some giants out there. There's some giant people out there, really. I'm in the tree service, and there was this giant tree climber. This dude weighed like 350 pounds, like he was a real giant. He would take a steel 250, 250, that saw. It's a two-handle saw, but he used it like one hand because he was just so big. Right? Some people are amazing. Climbing on bulk. There we go. King. We'll do 20. Let's see. My max weight was 225 pounds, and now I'm 185, right? When I was 225, I was definitely overweight. My breathing was labored. The more I weighed, the harder it is to breathe. You have more blood flow, so you're sleepy all the time. You know what I mean? It's a different body style. I've had them both. I've been super skinny. I've been overweight. $185 is a good balance for me. I seem to do everything. Yeah, so 185. Yeah, that's a good weight for me. I'm 5'10". Yep. Mike Martin says, yep. I woke up choking because I was overweight and couldn't breathe. Lost the weight since, hasn't happened. Heck yeah, man. Thanks for the addition to the conversation. Elevation mask. Yeah. I like the more oxygen, right? More oxygen's better for me. 5, I don't want to restrict my breathing. But I have I mean, who knows? Maybe I'll like it. I got no experience with restriction. Yeah, a little bit of overweight will really restrict your breathing, especially at night. Just a little bit of extra body weight, you know what I mean? Hey, Tyler, what's up, man? Appreciate the support. I'm just trying to do, listen, if we could all just share our experiences, guys, you know, that's how we learn, right? Maybe we'll have like a eureka moment hearing somebody else's story, right? And figure something out in our own life that we can better. So you got a good story to help the next man, please put it in the comment section. 7 on deck, we're doing 20, of course. I know that it's a thing to train at certain higher elevations, right? It's an interesting subject, honestly. Ten on deck is the next one. Do you have rest days? I'm resting right now. Yeah, we're just taking it easy. 10 on deck, we're doing 20. Yep. Whoa, Mike Martin, I like it. Comes up with this tip out of nowhere. It looks good, I like it. If anyone is dieting or doing portion control eating with either a baby spoon or a tablespoon, makes the meal feel bigger. Food for thought, I like it. The size of the spoon matters. Absolutely. Because you know what? When I eat, I look for the biggest spoon possible. Right? Because I'm just trying to get it all in there, you know? It pisses me off when I find I'm hungry as heck and I got a little spoon. Sure does, man. That's my thing. That's my pet peeve, is little spoons. Here we go. King. Shovel it in there. Tell you why you want a tip on eating spaghetti. I learned this one in prison, right? Because we eat with a spork, right? Like a spoon. And then they give us a spoon to eat with, right? And then they serve us spaghetti. Anyways, the tip for that is you gotta take your cup, right? Take your cup, turn it upside down, and then just cut the spaghetti up with the cup, right? And then you can just shovel it down really quick. That's how it goes. Yes. Cut the spaghetti with the cup and eat it with the spoon. Here we go. Jack, it'll be 10 on deck. 20 on deck. Tiny spoons, man. Pissed. And we have tiny spoons because we have tiny people in the house. Jack, 10 on deck. I'm doing 20. Let's see, when I was in prison and I built my physique, they weren't feeding me meat, not like they recommend you as a bodybuilder to consume. No, I think we had chicken, like a piece of chicken, like on Friday. And that was the most real meat that we had. Everything else that we ate was like cut. It was something. So we really didn't have much meat at all. Yeah. Yeah, so it's my belief to build a physique, you need carbs. And to trim the physique up, you need protein. Right? So that's my understanding with my own body anyways. Because if I eat too much oatmeal and I get a belly from it, I just switch up to eating eggs. And I trim right up. And pull-ups, what I do for pull-ups, listen, I learned how to do pull-ups by doing inverted rows. Inverted rows were the way to go. Yeah. 5. We're doing 20 though. Yeah, because I couldn't do pull-ups when I first went to prison. I couldn't do them at all. So I did a lot of inverted rows, as you see with my regular exercises. That's how I got my lats, man. The prisons give eggs. Yeah, you can get a hard-boiled egg on Sunday, like Saturday or Sunday, one of those days. They serve brunch instead of lunch, right? So they just serve you twice a day instead of 3 times on the weekend. Hey, no worries. It's all good. Lats. We like lats. Let's see, your lats. I like to do bent over heavy barbell. Really widen me out. Yeah. Anything like that would be fine for the lats. Absolutely. Yeah, mine were just developed by just going like this, right? Putting my hands out as wide as possible with these little reps like this on the inverted rows. Yeah. Then I proceeded to the pull-up bar and did the same thing with the half reps. 2, we'll do 20, of course. Yes. Working on a tricep pull down system and an inverted row set in the backyard. And you guys want to know what's really awesome? All right. If you guys have like a picnic table, right? Picnic tables are awesome, right? Get up underneath it and then you can do like a squat thrust. You know what I mean? With the picnic table as a big lever. That's always awesome. I do that in the park. Yes, table push-ups, thrusts, anything with a lever, it just feels right. You know what I mean? I wouldn't be, opposed to just taking a big old, a couple boards, anchoring one end down and making something that I can lift up. Maybe 2 boards, right? And put a weight in the middle, right, like that, so you can come down. Maybe probably a triangle, right, where it comes out. Then I can place the weight in front of me in the middle, bring it down, something like that. Maybe like a wheelbarrow, you know what I mean? But longer. There we go. 2, we'll do 20. Yeah, so what I'll do is I'll just make an A-frame, right? An A-frame, bam. And then that center brace is where I'll just place my weight. Hey, Muhammad, what's up? How does another man build a physique like yours? Hey, thanks for the channel support. Welcome to the chat. Consistency is key, right? You gotta stay consistent every day. Yep, day in and day out with achievable goals. And you start out with very small achievable goals because it's the consistency of doing something every day and holding yourself accountable to that really matters. You can adjust the workout along the way, make it harder, more challenging. But the main thing and the most valuable thing is to stay consistent. Yeah, because that's where discipline comes. Doing the workout regardless of how you feel, right? Right now I got a sprained ankle. So instead of doing body squats, we're doing push-ups. So we're staying consistent regardless. 2 on deck, we're doing 20. Ace, we're doing 20 as well. Can I do push-ups? Yeah, welcome to the channel. I can do anything. so could you, right? There are no limitations. You create your own. Hey, what's up, Muhammad? Appreciate it. So do you offer coaching? If so, how much? Muhammad, I do offer coaching, yes. Each individual either needs more or less training, right? More or less suggestions and coaching. So everybody's different, right? Like I do these 90-day programs and 150-day programs, and I got guys following along those programs, right? I make them videotape their progression, send it to me, so I can critique it and finesse it. And then I need you to show me your eating habits, right? But all this you can do for free as well. I offer the Discord to you guys for free, so you guys can stay accountable to each other, right? The community, right? You have to post what you're about to eat. You have to post your workouts. You have to post your progress pics. I offer this to you guys for free, right? One man out there helping the next man. But if you really need extra help, please reach out to me. I don't want to discourage you from doing that, right? We'll work on a specific plan just for you. But I would like everything one day, everybody just be jacked. That's a good vision for me, right? Here we go. 4 on deck. One of these days, we're all going to be in the park together doing push-ups. Yeah, mark my words. The main thing is, I want you to become self-sufficient. I want you to be accountable to yourself. Queen, that's 10 on deck. We're doing 20 actually. Hey, Candy K, what's up? Says, love what? Cats or dogs? They make the best mods. Well, we got the best mods, that's for sure. We got the best mods. Here we go. Right. What's your philosophy with working out? Mike Mentor's angle, more rest. Less time in the gym, or Ronnie Coleman's type approach with more intensity? Well, I believe both of them have their place. Both of them have their place, right? My brother Justin Pollock is currently utilizing a lot of Mike Mentor's training methods right now, and he's doing that with one-arm pull-ups. So he's more doing low volume every day. So he's doing a lot of rest in between a low volume strength set, and it's working. It does work, but it's stimulating a different set of muscle tissue. It's more of like the slow twitch fibers, opposed to, like you said, the Ronnie Coleman, the fast twitch muscle fibers, where more intensity, quicker reps. You know, they're both good, but it's two different muscle fibers that you're aiming for, right? The bulky ones are really the quick twitch muscle fibers. And that's primarily what I'm working on, is the quick twitch muscle fibers. They're the biggest of the two. Ace, we're doing 20, of course. How is my blood pressure? I don't know. I've never been in, I bet you it's pretty low. You know, I pretty much go for days without overworking. Bam. Let's see. Do you do arms separately? I don't work my arms at all, really. I mean, sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. 5 on deck. We're gonna do another 20. We're almost there. We got 3. Of course, it's going to be 20. What's your favorite muscle to focus on? I like push-ups. Pull-ups are a close second, right? Push-ups or pull-ups. I think push-ups are my favorite. Yep. Another 3. Do 20. King. Bald head Rod. Eats 20 eggs a day. Yikes, man. I just do a dozen. I ate 14 yesterday. Yep. Yeah, this is achieved without a lat machine. You know, it'd be cool to get on a lat machine and just work my lats specifically, you know what I mean? I think we pretty much achieve it, though. We get there. Yeah, full range of motion, you don't want to do that. You're just ruining your joints. And with the half rep range of motion or limited range, you're keeping more time under tension. It's like a rubber band effect, right? Right? You don't release the pump, it just gets greater and greater. 2 on deck is the next one. We're doing 20. Yeah. Don't you know? Let's see. Poppy Carl. I'll unalive you. Hey, Poppy. Welcome to the chat, brother. Here we go, Jack. That will be 20 on deck. Yes, I get a lot of hate, but death threats I don't take lightly. Queen, that will be 20. Yeah, watch what you say too, right? Everything these days are recorded, right? I could easily make a report on you. Yeah, we could find out who you are. Here we go. 8 on deck. We're doing 20, and this will be 1,080 reps. Hey, congratulations, guys. Who do we got here? God's Ken. 30 bucks. Thank you so much. About to have my first kid. Heck yeah, man. Congratulations. You work out wonders with helping me want to get fit for the endeavor. Well, God's Ken, thank you for the channel supports. And good luck. Boy. I had the dad bod 100%. You know, I was eating a lot of pizza and stressing when I had my first one and only, I guess. But it came off quick. It came off quick. Good luck to you. And congratulations. Yes. Welcome, welcome. Yes. Yeah, stay positive, right? You got to be in good health, right? Because it's not about you anymore. That was my realization. It wasn't about me anymore. I couldn't just like have poor eating habits and whatnot, right? Because now I had somebody responsible to look after. You know what I mean? So my poor eating habits was selfish. And it was actually, I looked at it as a sin, you know, because, you know, I had an obligation. Yeah. If you have the ability to help, then it becomes your responsibility. Yeah. Bam. Hey guys, greetings, Dave. I have 4 kids and 2 grandkids. Heck yeah. That's the best time, right? The grandkids. That's what I hear anyways. I can't even imagine being a grandfather. What a day that would be, huh? It's a good thought. I like it. I'm gonna do my best to get there with my eating habits, right? Bum, bum, bum. Lori, welcome to the chat. Hey guys, looks like we've been doing push-ups for like an hour and a half. So, it's time to get out of here. The day is upon us. Do I get fast, angry, or angry fast? No, I'm pretty a zen guy. I'm a pretty zen guy, you know. Takes a lot to piss me off. And yeah. And I don't get pissed off. I just don't. Right? There's no reason to. Have a good day, everybody. Thank you so much for being here, and I appreciate all of you. And congratulations, Goddess Ken, on your first kid coming into this world. You got this. No worries. Peace, guys. Peace.